The Borla Long Tube Headers are going to be a good option for someone looking for a set of stainless steel 1 3/4 inch off-road headers with a natural finish and that don't mind paying a little bit more for those qualities. I'll talk more about this later, but I can tell you right now that long tube headers make for a difficult install, so I'm going to call this one a 3 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. Long tube headers offer a few benefits as modifications. You get both sound and power gains from a set of long tubes, but of course, your current mods and your build plans will impact your exact individual results. These headers are made from 1 3/4 inch mandrel bent 16 gauge 304 stainless steel, and it doesn't get any better than that material wise. The stainless steel has this natural finish, which isn't going to change a whole lot over time, and it makes for one of the best looks in the engine bay in my personal opinion. This finish is going to be different than a chrome or ceramic coated header. It obviously doesn't have the polished appearance that a chrome header would have. While these don't have the ceramic coating either, the 304 stainless steel is going to hold up really well in all cases. Other than the general construction, the header flanges are 3/8 inch to help prevent leaks and give the header some strength. The primary tubes then merge down to a 3-inch collector, and that's where these headers end because they're designed to be paired with a matching Borla 3-inch catback. If you have or you plan on getting a Borla 3-inch catback, you're all set with these headers in the catback. But just know that you don't necessarily have to have the Borla 3-inch catback if you want these headers. Just know that they can also be installed with any 2.5-inch catback as well, either factory or aftermarket, as long as you have Borla's intermediate adapter pipes, which are sold separately. When it comes to price, you're looking at spending close to the $1,300 mark for these headers. Like I said earlier, Borla products are a little bit more expensive than some of your other budget-friendly options like pipes or BBK, but just know that you're getting quality with this brand. You're getting the 304 stainless steel and the benefit of a great fitting product. At the same time though, if this is a little bit out of your price range, there are a handful of options that cost a little bit less. Just be sure to pay attention to materials and sizes. As for the install on this one, long tubes are always going to be a difficult install. I don't say this often, but if you don't have a helping hand or you don't have much experience, it might be better to just take the car to a shop for the install. If you do tackle this yourself, it's going to be a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the scale and a day in the garage, especially considering you'll be installing a catback with these headers. You can do it on a jack and jack stands, but a lift would make your life easier for sure. You're gonna need your toolbox for this one with an assortment of different sockets, wrenches, and extensions. You're looking at things like disconnecting the steering shaft, dropping the starter, and removing a motor mount. A lot of this install obviously requires working in some pretty tight areas, so while everything is straightforward, getting access and maneuverability in these areas is actually tricky, which is why you need to pull a motor mount on one side. So you can raise the motor slightly with a jack to give you some more room. Having a helping hand in this case is really going to benefit you, but a day of wrestling and some pretty pennies spent on these mods is totally worth it in my opinion. And that's going to be it as far as my review for the Borla Long Tube off-road headers, but as always, you can check them out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.